Welcome back, YouTube. It's good to be back, I must say. I'm still catching up on some of the videos and the comments and whatnot, so thank you. And special shout out to Tennessee Valley for that awesome package. That was a good thing to come home to. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. And I also appreciate all the kind comments from Mrs. Gentle Vader. And thanks to her for doing that video. I appreciate it.
Aww.
So that was a good thing to come home to, man. Roxy LeBeau is someone I've been chasing. I still have not got it, and I heard she wrestles in my area too. And a couple people I've been talking to know her, might know how to get a hold of her. So it was good though to get that one. I appreciate everything, man. I really do. That was cool. And gonna hunt the Pope down to get him to sign that one too, so I can pick that one. So anyways, got quite a few cards in today. You know, I have not sent a TTM off since probably late January, like maybe last couple days in January. So haven't been expecting to hold things back, but I was so surprised to get 5 TTMs today. I was so excited, and that might just jumpstart me into getting back into it, because I have been collecting some addresses I know are good. So, but yeah, I got that, and then I got a couple really cool packages too. So let's just go ahead and get into it. First one is from Jerry the King Lawler. Good one. Once again, the platinum card, which is good because I got 2 of these and I traded one of them. I'll show you what I traded it for later. Last thing I'm going to show you. But I traded the thick one, the rainbow colored one, the parallel card. So and now I got this one. You guys saw the other ones I got, so that's a good one. And that was, of course, from Memphis, Tennessee. Where else would Jerry the King Lawler sign from? You know what I'm saying? Second one I got back. Christy Hemme, once again, wonderful. She's a great signer through the mail. She signs everything, so I try to send her just 2 things at a time, you know, give her the time. And it does take a little bit of time, but she'll always send back. This one came a little bit smeared. You'll see the pictures. It came a little bit smeared up here. This once again, the signature impact's hit or miss. It's like the reflections are hit or miss. They seem to get glossier and glossier. So I might change my methods up. I'm not sure. I'll have to test some things out, but you know, I got that one back, and then like I said, I sent 2. I went ahead and sent her this one from the 2008. So, you know, and that one, of course, signs well. Yeah, that one signs well, of course, because they don't have gloss on them. Let's start a petition, folks. Let's start a petition in 2 places. Number 1, cut the gloss out. You know what I'm saying? Cut the gloss. Just give me one. I mean, the Topps does it with the heritage cards, you know, or whatnot. Come on. Let's do it. And also, Rackers, put out some freaking wrestling cards, you know? If Rackers did, so... Anyways, we'll do it. We'll get that later. Next one we got was Brian Kendrick. Glad to get him back before they finally took him off the roster. I don't know exactly what happened, but either he collected his fan mail before he left or still on good terms, you know, or whatnot. But I really did like him. I just don't think he was utilized well. I really don't.
Dude's crazy.
He was crazy, but I liked his wrestling style. I really did.
Toga.
Yeah, he got crazy. I don't think they knew what to do with him because he is so crazy, you know. But you know what's weird? I sent, you know, that card off. I think the only card I sent at that time when I was only sending 1 card. But I got these 2 cards back. Little odd because I've never seen these cards before in my life, so that's never happened before. But I really do like this one because this looks like an old Topps card right here. So that's cool. I guess maybe this is like the AD. I'm not even gonna try and guess. 80 something. Let me see if it says it's based on here. I'm just wasting time now, folks. I'm just wasting time. I don't know. I know it's not the 87 set. Maybe it's 86 or the 88. I don't know. And then this one is another heritage card. I don't recognize this design at all. So this says WWE Heritage. Oh, Heritage.
One's 3 and one's 4.
Yeah, Heritage 3 and Heritage 4. Okay. So it is pretty cool. The heritage cards are nice, and once again, non-gloss sign well. Well, I'll go do all at the end.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Christy Hemme came back from Orlando, Florida, and Brian Kendrick came back from Los Angeles, California. Maybe that's why it takes so long. Next one is a long return. Actually, not really a super long return, but I sent back to him when I was in airborne school, or not in airborne school, but ALC. And really cool. I so wanted him. I really did, because I used to watch him. I really enjoyed him when he was in WWE and ECW, and that's Raven. So I just wanted something from him, and I ended up buying a certified autograph from him online. But so happy to have a card signed from him. Now he has a YouTube channel, and I watched a few of his videos, and on one of them he said something about it being his birthday, and he held his card. He's like, "You're gonna send me something? Here's the address." And I was like, "I'll send you something, but I want it back signed." So he did, and it was really cool. It didn't come out very well, and you could tell he tried to go back and look it over. Mrs. Elevator pointed that out to me. He did try and go back over it because it didn't hold, which is really cool. I appreciate it. And that doesn't really matter to me that it looks like that. But he also sent back on the letter itself says, "Sorry for the delay. Thanks for serving our country." And that means right off the bat that he read my letter. So that means a lot. And then he sent this also with it. It says, "Card had difficulty holding autograph, kept smearing, hope it holds." So that's really cool. I really like him. Good dude. Good dude with a great history in wrestling. I thought he really did make an impact. This next one's from Louisville, Kentucky, and I was super stoked to get this one.
Me too.
I was so stoked to get this one. You guys will see why. It's somebody that I don't have and have never had an autograph of, and that is the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero. So happy to have him. Got him on 4, and I sent this one pretty recently because it's the very first reflections we've ever gotten back. So sent 4, and I believe it's every card that he has in, when he wasn't Elijah Burke, when he finally actually came to TNA, become D'Angelo Dinero. So got his rookie card in the new era. Got the Icons card. It's beautiful. He switched pens on me. You'll see, right? Not there. This is the Signature Impact card. Beautiful. And they're all different. And then, bam, he switched pens on me and went black on the reflections, and it came out beautiful.
They all look great.
They really
Even the
did.
reflections. We've got so many of those messed up.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's so cool. And an awesome autograph, too. So, just, man, good ones to have for the collection. Loving those. Really stoked about that. And then we got in another package. This is a guy that I don't know, maybe we met through the forums. I can't remember. And he sent me some cards whenever I went to the shows and got signed. He's like, if you happen to get them, thanks. And I ended up getting all of them signed for him that he wanted. So he was pretty thankful. And I think I sent him some extras too, just because we talked back and forth for a few weeks. And he was really cool. He's also working on the 2008 Impact set getting signed. So he sent me just a little thank you package. And I can't even remember if we worked out a trade for this one or not, but he had 2 of them, so he went ahead and sent me one. And he sent me the another Kurt Angle Oback card, which is totally different than any of them I have.
Fantastic card.
Great card. And I think this is the National Convention Series from TNA Wrestling. So this is one that I think was in the Icons cards that was specifically for National. So I think that's really cool. So I'm not sure. I'll have to look up the history, but it's definitely one I don't have, and it's a beautiful card. So
if it was at Kurt Angle, I might steal it.
Whoa. And then this is the one that we talked about. I noticed he had 2 of them when I just mentioned it, and there it is right there, Abyss, beautiful silver on the 2008 Impact. So chalk up another one for the Impact set. It's beautiful. And then he sent these to me, which is great, and it's once again the Heritage cards right here. And it's of the Hurricane, who I'm going to go see this weekend. So that is great. What's funny is I actually have 4 of this exact same card on the way. And no, that's not a bad thing, because I have a bunch of people that's already that always get angry at me because I don't get them autographs. So and I noticed a couple of people too that I train with at the school. They are collecting autographs too. So that brings me into the next thing I wanted to talk about, the last cards I saved right here, and that is my trainer specifically is an autograph collector. So that's the guy I was talking about. I traded the Jerry King Lawler to. It was to him, and in return he traded me 2 cards. Now when we were at the show, I had a bunch of cards on me, and I gave them to some of the guys that we were at the show with, and he said, "What, you're not going to give me any of those?" I was like, I'll get you one sign. And then I was joking around with him, and finally I gave him the Jerry King Lawler. He's like, "Okay, well I'll trade you a Rick Steiner and a Ricky Morton." And I was like, "Why would I want 2 unsigned cards for one signed card? Like, that's not even a good deal." And he's like, "Okay, fine. I don't really want a signed card." He's just joking around with me. And but the next day, that next day he brought them, and he was just joking because they are signed and they're so awesome. So there's a Rick Steiner signed old WCW card right there, and I have none of these, so that's just really cool. Now we have Rick and Scott Steiner both. That's really cool. That's from when I was growing up wrestling right there, watching wrestling. So that's really cool. And these are people that he's eventually like talked to and wrestled. So these are all in person that he's met personally. That's really cool. And the next one is Ricky Morton. And so man, I tell you what, Tennessee Valley, I know you know. I already know you know who this is. And we met him, and he was so cool. Rock and Roll Express rocked back in the day, and this dude carried that team. So he is freaking wonderful. And we met him, and we got an 8x10 signed by him. But to have a card, just perfect by collection. So cool of him to give that to me. So, and this card, God, I've never even seen it before.
That picture's cool.
It really is. It's him running out to the ring. It says licensed by Jim Crockett Promotions, distributed by Wonderama International. So, it is NWA card. That is just amazing. Amazing. So, just a beautiful, beautiful. So let me go back before I forget and see how long some of these took. Brian Kendrick was sent way back on 30 September and received today on the 5th of March. I'm glad I remembered to do this too. Jerry the King Lawler was sent on 3 October and came back on the 5th of March.
They all came back today.
Yeah, no, whatever.
Sorry.
I'm flipping, but I have them marked. Raven was sent back on 20 October. Christy Hemme was sent back on 27 December. And is that all of them?
There's one more.
Oh, there's one more. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and the Pope. The Pope was pretty recent. He was sent on 31 January. I've sent to him TNA, and he hasn't sent back to me. So, but this was a P.O. Box address, so he did send back to that one, and pretty quick. I mean, you gotta say, for as much, he probably gets some decent mail being, crossing over from WWE to TNA. So, anyways, it's a great freaking way to start the week right there, especially since we haven't gotten anything for 2 weeks. So I hope everybody else's dry spells are clearing up also. So, hey, good to be back. Like I said, catching up with some videos. Really appreciate it, and thanks for watching. Gentle Vader out.